When I first got on YouTube, I thought that YouTube was that place. I thought it was just like TikTok. I really did. I thought that YouTube was just like TikTok because that's where I started. I started on TikTok and it was fun. I was like, oh my gosh, I can make money. I can do this. I can do that. And it was just fun to see that I could rise so fast. And then I said, you know what? I feel like the place that I'm always at, or the platform that I'm always on, is YouTube, because I studied YouTube. I would watch the content, the creators at that time. I wasn't really sure exactly how they were doing their thing, but I would watch them and I would see what they were doing, and whether it was gardening or planting or whatever it was, or fixing something, or how to do this or how to do that, or look at my life, or this is what my life is and how did I get here. I used to just watch it, and I didn't really know. I knew that I wanted to be on that platform, but I just wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. And so then I, went over to TikTok, had fun, and then I came back over and I thought I was going to get the same success that I got on TikTok on YouTube. And that is where I went wrong. So in the very beginning, you're used to getting the fast likes and the fast, responses, people subscribing to you, or you can make that quickly. You can make a whole bunch of subscribers. You can get on TikTok and make it fast. But when it comes down to YouTube, this is the long haul game. And I did not realize that I'm not just getting on here to look cute, but I'm actually supposed to be on here promoting a service or whatever it is that I feel like the people need. I should be bringing that to the people. And I didn't realize that in the very beginning. So I kind of struggled in the very beginning, I would say, myself. But when I realized that you have to bring something, right? You have to bring something to the table. Then it helped me to see that YouTube was more of a place for me to share what I'm bringing to the table and how I'm doing it. Right. And it's not a short-term game, because you're showing somebody your journey. You're sharing with them, this is how you do something for this amount of time. This is what I'm doing to get here. If you actually study YouTube, you will notice that it is the biggest search engine. So if it's the biggest search engine, most times out of 10, you're going to go to YouTube for a how to do this video, or how to cook, or how to, tie your shoes, or how to teach your child how to do this, or it's usually you're looking for something. Okay. So when you first start, nobody's looking for you, because what did you bring to them? Nobody's looking for you. So you have to make a presence for yourself. You have to be bringing something to the table, and you have to give the people a reason to even want to look for you. Okay. So that's what I didn't realize, was that in order for me to actually be successful on YouTube, I had to be bringing something to the table. And how do you do that? You do that by figuring out what you're good at. Okay? Figure out what you're good at. They like to call it a niche. That word confused me so much in the very beginning. I was like, what in the world is a niche? I could not figure that out. It was just so challenging to me, because I don't know why it was just so challenging. It was just like, what do they mean by a niche? They say, pick something that you're really good at. And this is true. Now I get it. Pick something that you're good at, that's easy for you to do. And if you don't know what you're good at, if you're not good at anything, then you need to kind of build yourself some skills, so that way that you can actually become good at something. Because I know that I'm saying that maybe you need to build some skills, but you're already good at so many things. You just don't realize it, because nobody's ever told you that. Nobody has ever showed you that you have something within you that if you just actually stimulated it a little bit and just, gave it some maturity, then you could actually be something great. And the way that I like to look at it now is, if I have a gift on the inside of me that is so wonderful, why am I not sharing that with others? If there's a platform that's allowing me to get on here and put my journey on here for free, okay? The only thing I have to do is remember to pick up my camera and share my experience of what it's like to get to the next point or the next position, how I'm getting there, what I'm doing along the way. As long as I'm willing to do that, this platform is going to pay you to do that. It's going to pay you to be great. And a lot of us are scared in the very beginning because we're like, you know what? I'm scared. I really don't know how to do this. People are going to judge me. But it's your journey. Don't be worried about how people are going to judge you, because this is what you have to look back at. The way that I look at YouTube is I see it as a biographer of myself. I get to record what my life is like, because the only way people are going to know that you were who you were is if you record it. Nobody's looking for you if you're not out there. If you're not bringing something, how do they know that it exists? And guess what? All of these Bible stories that we read, they are simply just other people sharing their experience, telling their story. So use YouTube to tell yours. We are using these platforms to share our experiences, to share our journeys, to show someone how to actually do something. I'm showing you guys that you can be a content creator. You can be a successful content creator, but you got to be bringing something to the table. So if you don't have anything to bring to the table, go get something to bring to the table. Because nobody cares about you saying that, oh, I'm not good at this. And hold on, y'all. I got to get this. Oh, Lord have mercy. Nobody cares about you saying, oh, I'm not good at this. And oh, I don't have this. And oh, I don't have that. Because the only person that's going to actually say that you are successful is you. Nobody else knows how successful it is that you want to be. You're the only person. And the only way that people are going to see you being successful, or you're going to have a crowd around you, or you're going to have people that support you, is if you tell people what you're doing. Y'all, for so long, I was so quiet about what I was doing. I didn't share, because they teach us that you shouldn't be boastful and that you shouldn't brag. But it's not bragging if I'm sharing my experience, if I'm sharing what I had to go through to get to where I am. It's not bragging. It's simply sharing my experience to help somebody else get through the same situation, if they have to go through that. Now you will see what I went through and you won't have to go through it. It's not bragging. And let me tell you something. If you're doing it on these other platforms and you just out there sharing your life for free, why are you not trying to actually benefit from it? With YouTube, you have the actual ability to get on here, share your experience, share your journey, share the products and services that you have to offer to other people, promote it, get paid to do that, and then keep doing it. This is a very important platform for people that want to be entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs that are willing and ready to take the risk to do what needs to be done. This is the perfect platform for you. Don't get on here and just get on here thinking that you're just going to eat off their platform, because you're going to be up there for a minute. Because see, what happens is YouTube is going to let you grow. You're going to go viral one of these days. Okay? You're going to go viral. But let me tell you something. You would hate to go viral and not have anything to show. All right? You would hate to have that and not have anything to show. How you went viral, what you're doing in the process, how you're growing yourself. What is it like to be in your shoes? What are you doing for the people? If you are not able to teach someone how to do something, if you are not able to show someone how to do something, you're going to go viral and then you're going to go flat because you're not able to bring anything to the table. And then you have creators that go viral, then it goes down, then it goes back up, then it goes down. Reason being is because they see that you're still not bringing anything to the table. The successful content creators that go viral and stay viral have a game plan. They realize that I have to have more than one stream of income. I can't just depend on YouTube. I can't just sit here and nest here on YouTube. What else am I going to bring to the table? I'm just using YouTube to help build my success. That's all I'm doing. I'm showing how I'm getting there, and I'm using this as a tool to get there. But you still got to find your way. So you see creators saying my checks was up here and then they went down because you still got to find your way. We're going to put you up there, but now what are you bringing to the people? Do you have a product or a service that you can offer these people? What are you good at that you can keep sharing with these people and teach them something about how to do it? What it's like to be in that situation. Because if you can do that, you're going to get up there and you're going to stay up there because you understand the concept of how to actually grow on YouTube. It's a strategy. I didn't learn none of this until I started taking this serious. I started saying to myself, if I really want to be a successful content creator, I need to learn the skill. I need to learn how to do this the correct way. I can't play games because I see that me getting on here just sharing my personal life ain't doing it. YouTube ain't rocking with that. They want to see you doing something. What can you do for the people? How can you teach the people? Are you a motivator? Are you an inspirer? Are you a builder? Can you show somebody how to do something? If so, then you're more than welcome on this platform. But we can't just let you sit here and eat, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to help you get to where you're supposed to be. But then we need you to go on and figure out what it is that you're supposed to be. Because when you get that check, that's giving you that time to say, okay, you know what? Now I can step out and I can do what I need to do. But don't just get on here and say, oh, I'm going to ride this thing. I'm about to be a YouTuber. I'm about to be amazing. I'm about to be great. No, you got to go learn the skill so that you can do YouTube the right way. I went and learned the skill, y'all. And the skill was digital marketing. Because I realized that I have to bring something to the table. And the only way for me to be able to do that is to learn the skill. If I know how to be on this platform and do it the correct way, I can stay on this platform and be successful in the long term. You can be successful at anything as long as you're able to show somebody how to do it. And that's what this platform is for, to share your journey and to show someone how you did it. And you will grow. But how do you tell your story? Because a lot of us don't know how to tell our story. And that's why I went off to actually learn the skill, because I realized that I didn't know how to tell my story. I didn't know how to get it out there. I didn't know how to get or I didn't know how to actually make it to where YouTube wasn't my only way to eat, or all these platforms. If I wasn't on this platform sharing my personal life, then I knew I wasn't eating. So how do people eat outside of sharing their personal life on this platform? You got to learn the skill of digital marketing. The skill will teach you that once you have the skill, you're now able to get on any of these platforms and share with the people what it is that you're bringing to the table. So what am I good at? What do I have that I can teach somebody else, or I can show somebody else? Put your skills and your knowledge into a course, an ebook, a guide, and learn how to actually create a digital product so that you can sell it over and over and over again. And you don't have to stop what you're doing. You can keep going. Because being on this platform, you're going to need to be bringing something to the table. Digital marketing is going to help you figure out what you need to be bringing to the table. Learning a new skill is going to help you, because you can't just be on YouTube and think that that's the only way. That's not the only way. Okay, and they're just giving you a quick start into that life, but they're saying, hey, look, okay, now get on here and show somebody how to do it. Once you've made it, now you're going to get on here and perform. You're going to get on here and do what it is that you know how to do. Show somebody what you know how to show them. Move the way that you move. Even lifestyle content creators, they show their life. They show what they've been through and what they're going through now, and that's their way of sharing their story. But you got to know how to share your story. If you learn the skill of digital marketing, you'll know how to share your story. You'll know how to be on YouTube successfully, and you won't just get up there and fall immediately because you don't understand the process. Okay? So I hope this helped y'all. This is some tips that I have used to help me build my YouTube success. I'm still in the process, okay? But I do believe strategy is what gets the game done. And through strategy, you understand that you must learn a skill that's going to actually be able to help somebody, that you can teach somebody, that you enjoy doing. Because if you enjoy that skill, you're going to be on here easily and effortlessly. It's not going to be a problem. You're probably having a hard time right now getting on here and being consistent because you don't have a skill. You don't know what you're good at. You don't know what you should be bringing to the table. So, but if you learn a skill, if you become good at something, you can be on this platform and actually be successful and stay successful. But I hope this helped y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.